There was a point on Election Day, last Tuesday now, when everybody online knew Trump won. People like the New York Times, the despicable New York Times, called Florida 3 or 4 hours before the mainstream news, our competitors, called Florida. Because online you can do this. You don't need the media anymore. You don't need me. You don't need anybody. There were people on image boards, on Reddit, on Facebook, who would simply look and say, okay, we've got these 3 counties left who have to be called. Well, let's look at what happened in 2012. Let's look at what happened in 2008. Oh, they went overwhelmingly Republican. This is what happened 4 and 8 years ago. Now, if we look at some of these other counties that are all the way called, we can see Trump is way ahead. So why on earth is the media, these liars on CNN, ABC, NBC, MSNBC, even Fox News, they were all sitting there saying, well, you see, Hillary, she still has a path. She still has a path. Broward County, we've got to find 3 Hillary voters in Broward County, and then it will all be okay. Not only that, there was a point where Ohio had been called. Florida, everybody and their mother who was not on the mainstream media knew Florida was called. Everybody knew it was over and it was for Trump. And yet the media would still sit there and say, well, if she can flip Michigan, if she could come back from behind in Michigan, we'll all be okay. We'll all be okay. If New Hampshire, if she could just get a couple thousand votes in New Hampshire, it'll all be okay. I was torn the entire time between whether or not they were in denial, which is one possibility. They merely they couldn't believe that Trump was actually going to be president. They couldn't believe that their polls were so wrong. Or they were just doing it for ratings because they think we're stupid. And they think that we're going to sit and stay up with them until 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning because they can't get their act together. It was insane.